Still in the UK, doing what I do when I'm at home, and a few extra pennies, do a bit of agency driving. Today I'm in Worksop, driving a 40-foot Arctic, picking up IBCs, empty ones, that are going over to Ireland. So yeah, I should take these to Heysham Docks, drop the trailer, and then pick up another trailer ready for Monday. So yeah, that's what I do like to do during the week anyway. In the UK, well, the weather's a bit grim out there, so I'm housebound and going through some of my paperwork and getting ready for the big trip back to the boat, which is on the 18th of March. So just going through some admin, and one of the tasks I've got to do is to collect my Greek transit log from the customs office, which is on my way from the airport, Athens airport, to Kalada shipyard, which is where Gypsy is at the moment. Just got off the plane. I'm waiting in the arrivals area, so there's a bit of a queue. Back in Athens after 4 months in the UK. Just got off the plane 30 minutes ago. I had the little Fiat Panda behind me, so just stopped off for some lunch, and then on my way for another 90-mile journey back to Gypsy. See you soon. Okay, so here we are outside the customs office at Nafpoli to collect my transit log. So I've just got to venture upstairs and get this young lady to hand it over to me, but she's a little busy at the time. Welcome to the town of Naplion, which is the customs post for most of this area. It's taken me an hour to get here by hire car. There's a castle up there. So I've just been to customs to collect my transit log, which allows me to sail. Can't enter the water without that. That just cost me €15 just to collect that. What I have to do is get my Tapai cruising tax sorted out with the Greek authorities. Okay, the problem here is my old water tank, which is a flexible water tank, split, so I'm fitting the new one, but this new one isn't exactly the same size. It's a lot smaller, but it's 100 litre. So far I'm halfway doing it. I've got the intake at the top there and the outlet on a T-piece at the bottom. Before, the old tank had 2 outlets at the bottom, but it's quite a tricky thing to fit these, because you've got to cut your own holes in the bag. So let's have a go at that. Working my way on my bike through Bazzi water tank with mineral water. A waste day, but got to be done because you can't get fresh water here. It's all too salty out the tap. This is a connecting road that divides the shipyard, so it's a public road, this. And there's the guy, the white van there, yacht painting specialist. He painted Gypsy. I don't know where the boss is though. El Temi yacht rigging. So, final delivery of my air conditioning and power stations. Yeah! Welcome to Koilada. been a couple of days trying to fix the freshwater system on the boat. I fitted a new tank, tried to prime the freshwater through the plumbing system, and which is that, there's a hot water cylinder, and it just won't, the pump just won't suck the water up from the tank. I've even used sucking water out of these up near it and it still doesn't do it properly. So I've taken the pump out, and here it is. This bit's the accumulator that keeps the pressure constant. That's the motor, and here is the pump, which I've taken apart. I've cleaned it out as best as I can. It wasn't particularly, it was a bit lime scale, that's all. So that fits into there, and then the pump fits on the bottom of there. So I'll just try and assemble it and see if that fixes it. Here we are in the boatyard of Kiladder in Greece. Been here about a week now. First job I did when I got here was put the new water tank in, which is a flexible bag, and it took me 3 days to prime the system and figuring out what was the problem. So that's done. I've now been on with painting the bottom half of Gypsy. The Ad Specialist painters do the top half. You know, obviously you can tell by the difference in finish, but the bottom half, with it being underwater, doesn't really matter what it looks like as long as it's all one colour. Of course, the bottom half red is what we call anti-foul, which deters all organisms sticking to the hull. Does it by really leaving a sort of a non-permanent coat on the hull, so when it enters the water, anything that tries to stick to it just slips off. And especially if it does get even further, then as soon as you move off in the boat, it takes a layer off with it. But that's going to be good for maybe a year, maybe two, probably 2 years, because I've put 2 coats on. So the weather's pretty good for last week of March, at 23 degrees. I've got some new goodies. I've got my Delta 2 EcoFlow power station and my Wave 2 air conditioner, so that should keep me cool in the coming months. So hoping to be back in the water in a week's time. So I've just got to try and paint behind the, see these support pads. I've got to get underneath them with the anti-foul paint yet, which means doing them individually so the boat doesn't fall over. But I'm staying on the boat, in the boatyard. They're pretty good like that. And there's showers down there. The water's a bit salty, so you can't drink the water. So I have fresh water delivered every Tuesday, which is a bit expensive at €20 a pop. But hey, you can't have everything. Launch date, cradle's underneath the boat. Getting themselves ready for moving off. Here we go. Back in the water, going to anchor up now for a few days and finish off some of the repairs. See you later.